Just like life in general, things in the fitness world are really black and white. There's often pros and cons to many areas of fitness, and we're going to look at some of these. Today, we're going to look at the pros and cons of joining a gym. So, first of all, we'll start with the pros. So, if you join a gym, you can expect to have a wide range of equipment that most likely, unless you live in an absolute mansion, will not fit in your home and will also cost a significant amount of money. A lot of these machines as well that you'll find in a gym are specialist machines for specific exercises that, again, if you were to purchase them privately for your home, would cost a lot of money. Then the gym provides a structured environment. By that I mean the gym is there for people to work out. That's what you're there to do. The home is there for many things: to sleep, to have a family, to enjoy yourself, to entertain people. There's so many different things. It's not a designated area to work out, but the gym is. And in that case, you can go in there, whether me personally, I like to go into the gym with headphones on, listen to music or a podcast, but it's there without distractions. I'm there to do a job. I'm there to work out. Another pro from the gym is you'll find professionals in there, and you'll find professional guidance. That might be in the form of PTs that are there, fitness instructors are there, or just people who've been in there training for numerous years, know what they're doing. Whereas at home, you'll really find that. Although obviously there are digital things that you can get to give you the expertise at home. Social motivation, being around other people who have fitness goals, who are trying to better themselves, who are trying to achieve things, can be motivational, and it can inspire you to either work harder, do more, do new things. It can be a very powerful tool, seeing other people doing exercise. The variety of workouts also is a pro for joining a gym. By that I mean, obviously there's lots of different machines that allow you to try new exercises, but also many gyms have classes. So they might have spin classes, yoga classes, body pump classes, body combat classes, even dance classes and salsa classes. Lots of gyms now have lots and lots of different things to offer. And then finally, climate control. Your gym should be set to a condition that is there to do exercise in. Your house might always not be that, and certainly outdoors. If you live in the UK, if you're training outdoors, you can't control the weather. And in the UK, it rains quite a lot. It's often cold. It's often windy. So a gym, again, you've got a controlled climate that is there specifically for exercising. So there's some of the pros, and I've not covered everything, but I think that's a good overview of the pros of joining a gym. The cons of joining a gym. Travel time can be one of them. And I always say to people who are looking to join a gym, particularly if they are new to it or it's not a massive priority to them, I will say that you should try and find a gym that's convenient and close to you, because travel time it can be annoying, but it's also a ready-made excuse. So for example, if your gym is half an hour away and at a certain time it might be an hour's drive because of traffic, some people will use that as an excuse not to go. So try and cut them things down, but there's no getting away from it. Unless you have a gym literally next door to your house, there's going to be some form of travel time. And that takes me on to the second point of cons, which is not just traffic, but also crowds in the gym. Certain gyms get very busy, and that usually tends to be at prime times, which in gyms tend to be mornings between 7 and maybe 8:30 in the morning before people go to work, and then particularly after work, which can range usually from 4:30 till maybe 7:30 at night. And that might mean that you are waiting for machines, you are waiting to get on something that you want to use. Again, someone who knows what they're doing in the gym or has the flexibility can make adaptations and change, and if the machine they need is being used, they can either change the workout round or they can do a backup exercise. but there's no getting away from it. Gyms can get busy at certain times. Membership costs, depending on where you are in the UK or even the world, gyms can be expensive. There's some really good value gyms, some low cost gyms, and there's some brilliant gyms that are really high costs, but it can add up. And you've got to be aware of that. And if you factor in the travel time that's involved in getting there, the cost of the petrol, the buying the equipment or the clothing that you want for the gym, and then taking it a step further, people who say they need professional advice, paying a personal trainer can be fairly expensive if you're having them a number of times a week on a one-to-one basis. So costs are there. Waiting for equipment, I've sort of covered this already, but in a gym, popular machines tend to be things like bench presses, squat racks, Smith machines sometimes, leg extensions. You can find at peak hours that you are waiting for these machines, and sometimes in gyms and for certain muscle groups there might only be one or two machines for that muscle group, so it can be quite annoying if there's a big queue for it. Other cons in gym training can be, for some people, a lack of privacy. Some people can feel intimidated being in a public space, working out around other people, particularly if they see themselves as a beginner and see other people who they think are more advanced. My take on that is the gym is for everyone, absolutely, no matter what you are, and everyone's been a beginner at some point. But there's no getting away from the fact that some people find that intimidating, and whilst I do believe you can get over that, it's a factor to be considered. And another thing is opening hours. What hours are the gym open? There are a lot more gyms between 24/7 now, but there is still quite a lot that may be only open at 6 a.m, 7 a.m, even 8 a.m, and then close at 9 p.m, 10 p.m. Weekends tend to be different. Some gyms where they open later and close a bit earlier. If you're training your schedule means you have to train at a late time or a really early time and your gym doesn't cater to that, that's a problem. So there's an overview of joining a gym, the pros and cons. But ultimately, like everything with fitness, it's about choosing. There's not a one-fits-all solution to most things in fitness. It's about choosing what's right for you. And you'll see so many people, oh, you have to join the gym to get the results. That's not true. Likewise, you'll hear other people, what's the point of a gym? Just train at home. It's finding what works for you. That's the key, finding what works for you. And that might change over time. Some people I know never wanted to join a gym, and at a later stage, they want to join a gym. Likewise, some people start off joining a gym, happy with it, and then something changes and they prefer to work outdoors or at home or elsewhere. Whatever is right for you, that is the key. Don't be persuaded that your thoughts in terms of what you enjoy and how you should be doing something like this is wrong. There's no wrong or right answer when it comes to joining a gym or not. Fitness is important. Keeping healthy and in shape should be a somewhat of a priority to you, but whether you're a gym member or not, you can still achieve those goals. So that's my first pros and cons. And if you're ready to change your health and fitness and your energy, and you want to improve it and want to keep that in place for a long, long time, I've put forever's a long time, but if you want to make lasting change, I'm here to help. Just DM me the word change or comment under this video the word change, and I'll send you some information about all the different programs and options that we have. Have a wonderful day.